On this episode, we explore one of China's most unique fashion concepts: amazing handmade shoes in Shanghai, precious stones turned original jewelry, and the story behind China's most famous dress design.
My name is Alice Xu. I'm the founder of Oak Concept Boutique Shanghai. OOK stands for one of a kind. So this store is a concept boutique. We stock ready-to-wear, jewelry, accessories, homeware, like just anything interesting and anything that is good design and good quality. This shoe designer, Diana Broussard, she makes some really beautiful jewelry pieces. A lot of fashion editors and bloggers are wearing these at the moment. Zheng Junxi is one of our hot Chinese designers at the moment. As you can see, the collection is really bold and edgy and we're loving it. Everybody just loves Lego. Well, before I started this boutique, I used to work in London as a fashion editor, and I also worked in retailing as well. My friends and I, we love to go to those small but exclusive boutiques in East London. So we want to create this small sanctuary place in Shanghai for people who can look for always the new stuff and the inspiration for art and life. Any customers in Shanghai who wants to look for different and unique pieces, not necessarily fashion-like pieces, but also artistic and design pieces. And here they can find a dress by an American designer and a piece of jewelry by a British artisan. We started with mainly British designers, but alongside the way we introduced more European, American, and even Chinese, Japanese, Korean, even Israeli designers, so all kinds of different designers from across the world. Well, Shanghai is a really international place, and a lot of foreigners as well live in Shanghai, especially in this area, which is the former French concession. The Shanghainese, they're very, well-traveled, and they've seen a lot, and you can find all kinds of big brands in Shanghai, so they do have a lot of choices. But now they're trying to, look for more interesting and emerging designers, and that's why there have been a lot of multi-brand stores and new designers coming to the scene for the last couple of years. So for us, the idea is really to be welcoming to all. So that's why we have a quite wide price range. You can find a 99 RMB silver made ring by a Chinese designer, but you can also find a luxury big statement piece of jewelry by a Italian designer. This is a really beautiful denim piece by an American Chinese designer, Sandy Liang. As you can see, she uses these little crystals and embroidered them onto the jeans. Well, we work directly with all the designers we work with, so there's no middleman or anyone between us, so it's very intimate in this sense. Our customers, they can feel a real connection with the designers we stock, so they can know the stories behind it, how they create this collection, what is their inspiration. Before we opened this boutique, we actually thought about our client base. Well, in our imagination, we thought there will be people who work in the fashion industry, architects, designers. They are attracted by our selection and the design itself. So yeah, they come here quite often to see if we have new pieces and we have new events coming. Whatever budget you have, you'll find something you love, and it's also a great piece of art and design. Easily choose a piece of clothes to pair with the jewelry and the handbags we have. This beautiful and elegant clutch here from an Italian designer, Benedetta Brusighes, is really beautiful. Inside each clutch, they engraved a little message. As you can see, it says, "Remember to dream big." And there's more to it. This little comb inside is a gentle reminder to its owner, saying that you're beautiful. And this is art and luxury, as we call it. We want the design to be one of a kind, to be unique, and the quality must be really good. And most of our pieces, they are handmade. We really trying to make our selection to be different. That is to say, the great sense of humor is really important to us. This year, the mini bags are really popular, so we have a quite good selection of the clutches, evening bags, and mini crossbody bags. For us, the business has been growing quite steadily, and Shanghai customers, they are willing to try new designers, and as long as the design and the quality is good. Luxury is not necessarily equals to the price tag. Well, the design and the quality are both very important, but also the total shopping experience is very important in terms of the luxury experience. So for us, we are very keen to provide our customers a very intimate and customized shopping experience. It's a very exclusive place to find interesting and new designers here. People are coming to our places to find their gifts for Valentine's Day, for Christmas, for birthday gifts, because a piece of jewelry is always a very sweet touch for giving a gift.
After the break, amazing handmade shoes in Shanghai.
My name is Denise Huang. Here is my space called Suzhou Cobblers. This name been created for how many years? I think almost 16 years. And then we also does the hand embroidery in Suzhou. So that's why we named Suzhou Cobblers. When I decided to make shoes, and I remember when I created the first 14 pair of shoes, I will print all the pictures, I will put it in my pocket, and then no matter where I go, I will bring with me. And I want to show to everybody my work. Any shop, I really like it, I would talk to them. It's not the first shop I talked to, but was the first shop accept my idea. She had a shop called Asian Art Gallery. She's my first customer. I think I'm super lucky. And also, I think I'm very brave that time. I want people come into my shop, and then when they walk around, they remind one thing. Every single pair of shoes and handbag and everything, the decoration, go into my mind to understand why I create all these things. I hope they will appreciate it. I design my materials, and when you design a material, you want to tell people what do you think about how can you use all these materials. So I start to use the material to make shoes and handbag and t-shirts and little toys. This toy is called Mobile, and used to be a hanger to hang your clothes. And I made this for little children. Design work is kind of lonely, and sometimes it's so independent, and you don't really want to share your idea, or it's hard to share your idea actually with others. So then you feel like you're very lonely by yourself, and suddenly you get all the compliments from everywhere. You think you had the best job. As a designer, I think you design the things related with their life. Every single pair have a name. and one pair is called Good Morning. On the pair of shoes had like a rooters in the very early morning, like okay, say 3 o'clock in the morning. That rooters made a huge noise, and every single morning. So I remember him, and I decided, okay, this is a very memorable rooters. I want to embroider him on my slippers. One pair is called Why Not? Left side was red, the right side was blue. One day I came up with the idea, why the shoes need to be the same? Why the left side and the right side need to be same? Let's make something different. When I had a baby girl, I feel like in my mind, my mind is so focused on child as I never ever had this inspiration before. So I started to design all the things with children related. So one pair of the shoes was like red and they had all little toys on the top. It's because these days we love our children so much, and we give them whatever they want, and so your home become like a playground, the children's playground. When I just opened my shop, and I had all these displays, and I was sitting here waiting for the customer to come in, and had one guy come in. He opened the door and he say, "What are you guys doing here?" "Oh," I say, "we are design shop." "Oh, mobile phone." Okay. So he left. Some of my customers, they come in and kind of a reward for themselves, and I feel like, oh, they did something, they made some achievement, so they want to treat them life nicely. I remember one guy came in, he say, "I think your shoes is expensive." I say, "Yeah. You know why? It's hand embroidery, it's handmade, and I don't think you give it to everybody. You only give it to somebody in your life if they're special." But he ended up buying like for mother and 2 sisters and a daughter. This is called Basma shoes, and the name after my friend. She's a painter from New York, and I remember I visited her studio one day, and the smell and the color, and just make me feel like I want to do something about her painting. So I talked to her. I say, "Basma, can I use your painting to make shoes?" And she say, "Yeah, that's a lovely idea." So we've been go back and forth to scan her photos and to judge the colors and to talk to the shoe factory. So finally we made this pair, Basma shoes. Luxury should be special made. It's very unique. It's very iconic with a special design and with love of design, and you cannot find it everywhere. The blue shoes, that will be a Suzhou cobblers, because they always say Shanghai is full of surprise, but they continue coming back. Yeah, I think somehow this is the magic city.
After the break, precious stones turned original jewelry.
My name is Paloma Sanchez. I'm from Spain, from Madrid. I'm here in Beijing. I came in Beijing with a big watch Swiss brand. I opened my own business like 6.5 years ago. This is it, in this beautiful patio, kind of Mediterranean kind of oasis inside Beijing. It's a little shop, as you can see, very, very small little shop, but it's all my creations, all my designs, everything is handmade. That fits really, really very much my style. First and most important is I'm a gemologist, so that means I adore gemstones. I know them and I love gemstones and minerals. So I try with my designs just to make with what natural already made beautiful, just to make it maybe wearable. That's why most of my jewelry is made with rough stones. Actually, most of them are made with specimens, what we call specimens, which are gemstones and minerals grow in a very, very, very unique shape. People usually collect them. Those are pieces for collectors or for museums, and I make jewelry with them. This is one of my statement pieces, the cobalt calcite with Tahiti pearls and diamonds. This is a natural stone, natural pink stone. With amazing color, amazing pink stone. This one comes from Brazil. And I really like the texture of it. It's really rough, as you can see. And then with the sophistication of the pave diamonds and the contrasting color with the black pearl, I go to a lot of places to search for my own stones. So everything, all my jewelry, everything you see, I can maybe tell you the name of the mother of the miner who mined the stone. To Africa, to South America, even America. This is from Canada, from Alberta. It's called Amolite. We all like jewelry, especially women. We like jewelry, we like gemstones. I like, as I said, the minerals, and I think making jewelry with these very, very special formations, very, very special minerals, very, very beautiful natural shapes is like a step higher than only jewelry. First I choose my jewelry, and then I say, okay, I want to wear this necklace, what shall I wear now, you know? And this is what I tell my customers they should do. Don't choose your clothes and then choose your jewelry. Choose your jewelry and then choose the clothes that are going with your dress, because what is going to really, really define you, who you are, and your personality is the accessories, that means the jewelry that you're wearing. Like I'm wearing just a plain black dress and then a piece of jewelry, and what's going to define me? The dress? No, it's the jewelry is going to define me. Among all the jewelry, I love rings, because it's something you wear and you can be looking at all the time. If you wear earrings, you wear necklaces, you don't see them. Everybody sees them, but you don't, so you don't really enjoy them. You move your hands all the time, so people are always looking at your jewelry. At the beginning, everybody was like, oh my God, you're never going to sell anything here. I mean, because Chinese don't like that. They started accepting me. First, because Chinese, in their tradition, they love gemstones, especially minerals. You know, traditionally Chinese, they always like to have a piece of jade or a piece of amber or a piece of agate in their hands to feel it. They really believe in the power of the gemstones, in the energy of the gemstones. Now that they know how important and how interesting and how skillful and how beautiful and sophisticated they used to be, they're going back to their roots again. And this is a big change. Very quickly, and very, very fast, Chinese, wealthy Chinese, and starting appreciating unique pieces because they want to be unique.
After the break, China's most famous dress design.
I'm Stephanie Block, lifestyle and fashion expert. I have such a passion for the Qipao designs. A modern Qipao is actually a style that's about 100 years old, a body-fitting dress which was modernized in Shanghai during the early 1900s. And during this time period, Shanghai was noted for being daring and pushing boundaries in music, art, and fashion. The quality and reputation, as well as style, have made this dress popular. Good ones are in fine silk, well done, and often by hand. The Qipao remains current to this day because it is very flattering to wear. The cuts of the collar, loop, chest, waist and hips to the lower hem are all designed to show off the feminine form, while the long slit makes a woman's legs stand out. So this style dress has been seen on red carpets around the world and worn by celebrities and dignitaries. Although available to anyone, this dress style is still considered a style of high society. In the 1950s in Hong Kong, women who worked in offices began wearing the Qipao with the addition of a more Western-style blazer. This blending of East and West continues today. Currently, there are many fresh designer takes on the Qipao showing globally. These range from haute couture interpretations to ready-to-wear. The original Qipao designers knew how to accentuate femininity, and this is one of the reasons why so many contemporary women still embrace this garment. And don't be mistaken, China has a hot and growing fashion scene with many other great designs, and the Qipao will always be one of the influencers. So getting a Qipao custom made in China can be an affordable luxury, or very expensive, depending on what you choose. But this is a worthwhile gift to be treasured. One Chinese designer of the Xipao that stands out for me is Hanart 1918, a legendary company which can trace its roots back nearly a century. Their designs range from 1,500 RMB to well over 50,000 RMB for ready-to-wear dresses, while some of their custom work has been known to cost hundreds of thousands of RMB. These are designer gowns that the world's fashion elite love.
我呢，在汉译公司呢是主要担任的是设计总监，然后我在这里呢也从事了有20年的时间，因为我是专业是学设计的。那在这公司呢，主要是负责呢，就是从整体的一件的旗袍的开始，从款式到色彩到包括它的花型都参与，要整体的去把它给设计成一系列的，包括是一系列的一些旗袍的款式。
From a contemporary perspective, they have made many innovations in Xipao design. Their craftsmanship has also helped to set a new standard in what is possible. But what's most interesting about the company is their legacy and the founders' commitment to preserve ancient garments while making the Xipao as relevant today as they were when they were first invented.
这个呢是还是取决于，就是说，一方面呢，我从小呢可能就是说，从小是看着妈妈穿的旗袍长大，然后呢也正好是有幸呢，就是认识了我们公司的那些，就是老师傅，从小看到他们做旗袍非常的喜欢，然后呢我呢又是去了东华大学学习服装设计，然后把学校里面的学习到的一些，就是说国际上包括都有的那些服装的技术，再运用到我们这个传统的服装当中去结合，所以一直在这个旗袍上面做一些创作。
Well, having a custom piece made in China is very special because it's very tailored and all the measurements are to your body, so it's exactly proportioned to your body to make you look great and feel sexy. Its distinctive features are the buttons, the mandarin collar, and the slits down the side. It is usually made of silk and is brocaded with Chinese symbols such as flowers or birds. Shanghai has many reputable tailors and really is the place to get a Xipao. Fashion for me is a true form of luxury. It is a way to express yourself, to accentuate your beauty, to make you feel good. If you look good, you feel good, and if you feel good, you can accomplish great things. That is the true essence of luxury, investing in yourself. Every time I put on my Xipao, it's like I'm living a piece of history.
因为旗袍呢，本来是东方的一种审美，它是最能够表现东方女性的一种委婉和一种就是体型上也比较就是说是柔美的一种服装。那这种服装呢，也会同样吸引了西方的女士，因为她也想展示自己不同的风格，也会愿意尝试东方的这种呢服装的美，穿在身上的一种展现。
Xipaos are very intricate in their designs. You look at their buttons and the tailoring, it's also quite detailed and remarkable. Sure, you can buy them anywhere now, but nothing is the same as getting them in China. Well, it's great to indulge yourself in a special piece of clothing from China because it just makes it more memorable and it's just such an experience to buy in another country like China. And while the idea of Chinese fashion has grown and expanded so dramatically in the last few years, I think the Xipao still has its place on the runway, alongside other more contemporary designs. Chinese fashion has blossomed. It's enjoying a renaissance with fabulous male and female designs. But I think a lot of modern designers still owe their inspiration to the original Xipao. It's such a luxury to have garments in your closet from around the world, especially a place like China. It just evokes different memories and experiences of what you bought and why you were there. Every time a woman puts on a Xipao, they are embracing centuries of tradition. They're forging a new design ethos and a new way to bring ancient ideas into our modern world. They're validating the designers, the seamstresses, and other talented craftsmen who have been working so hard to make a handmade Xipao such a thing of beauty. It takes a very dedicated team to produce haute couture garments, and it takes a lot of effort to turn out equally beautiful but more affordable dresses for everyday wear.